Good morning, good evening, and welcome back to warthunder. For today's video, we're going to be driving every major variant of the Panther, starting off on the newly reworked abandoned factory in the Panther D. Now, what is the Panther D? The Panther D sits at rank 3, battle rating 5.3 in the German ground attack tree. Coming right after the VK302M, you should have an idea of what this tank is going to play like. The Panther D blends armor, firepower and mobility and makes this tank a very formidable opponent on the battlefield. You have a fantastic long barrel 75mm gun, allowing you to basically kill anything you're gonna come across. Your speed, although lacking in reverse gears, your forward speed is very high, which makes you be able to get around the map and get into advantageous positions pretty quickly. You are also very stable on the move, so you will be able to shoot pretty stably at higher speeds, which means you don't have to stop, for example, when turning a corner or just spotting an enemy down the road. Your armor, although lacking in some places, especially the turret cheeks and the side of the turret, is very good. Your hull armor is basically impenetrable to everything but the most dangerous guns at 5.3. But the turret is the weak spot, so if you're coming across a Panther, go for the turret cheeks. Now, some downsides of the Panther D. One thing that is universally bad in the Panthers are the horrible reverse gear. You basically have no reverse gear at all, so that is something you're gonna have to keep in mind, and that is something that exists on all the Panthers in game, including some of the other variants like the VK302M and the Yankee Panther. The other thing that only exists on the Panther D is your horrible turret reverse angle. You basically have no turret reverse speed, and that is something you're gonna have to get used to as well. But it isn't that much of a hindrance once you get some experience playing the Panther. And one more downside is that your teammates are German, so you can't expect too much from your teammates. Getting onto the game, we have made our way down the D1-2 line, and we're going to be swinging right, attacking these Churchills. We do get ambushed by a South African, a Bosphoric taking out our barrel, but we're just gonna pop smoke and retreat. Since we killed that British armored car, the Churchills had no idea we were here, and we're gonna be able to get behind this Call RT and repair. With my barrel repaired, we're going to start engaging these Churchills. With the churches now taken care of and the middle of the map cleared of enemies, I was going to make my way over to Alpha Point to try to secure it for our team, keeping a watchful eye in the middle to try to see if we have any more tanks we can come across. Now, if you listen closely here, we hear some engine noises coming towards us, so we're going to shut off our engine to try to get an ambush down. With the American SPA blazing past, our turreters can't keep up and we don't manage to kill him. So my plan here was to give a chase. We had already seen a Sherman Firefly making his way to Alpha, so we're gonna engage that, kill him and turn left to kill any enemies leaving the spawn here. With the spawn area now cleared, we're going to pop smoke to not get shot in the back and give chase to the American SPA. With the American SPAA now cleared, it's now vital that we go over and help our allies capture Alpha. Since we don't want to lose any more tickets, I'm going to make my way up to Alpha and try to hold it for the rest of the game. Now having rearmed and captured the point, I was going to take my tank over to a point where I had a better view over the approaching roads to the point. But unfortunately, we do get eliminated by an enemy tank. Spotting in a backup, we had gotten pings earlier of a light tank to the one lane, so I'm making sure with my binoculars we don't get shot. And unfortunately, we did have our backs turned to a concept, but luckily we managed to survive and kill him. Now having repaired the tank, I positioned myself to where I could defend the most of the enemies coming from Alpha to attack our spawn area. With the main push there destroyed, I was going to make my way over to Alpha to try to retake it. But with a lot of cast up in the air and a lot of enemies still left on the board, I was going to have to be careful and I needed the help of my teammates here. Using the building as some sort of cover from cast here, we're going to attempt the capture of Alpha. But with this Sherman Firefly now occupying the camp, we're going to have to call Artie and try to hold him off until the friendly T-34 can come and assist us. With the friendly T-34 now coming to help and taking a shot for us, I was quickly going to try to help him and get this Sherman off the board so we could capture the capture point. With the Sherman Firefly now off the area, we can continue to capture Alpha Pointer. With my friendly T-34 now taken out by a bomb, we're going to have to try and defend Alpha for as long as possible until support can arrive. That is going to be hard, however, since there are a lot of enemies now swarming the point from every side here. Seeing a opportunity to get one tank off the board here, we quickly try and advance on this Crusader AA. But with the Crusader taken out, we now are faced with the reality that another Sherman has made his way onto the capture point and there's going to be coming guys from behind us as well. So we pop smoke and try to get the repair done in time for our survival. Unfortunately for us, we don't manage to survive, and that is the end of the game for us. Taking first place in the team with 14 kills, earning a total of 7,800 research points and 64,000 silver lines. For our second game, we are in the map Abandoned Factory again, but this time we're playing the improved Panther A. The Panther A sitting at battle rating 6.0 at rank 4 of the German ground tech tree, being folded with both the Panther G and the Panther F. The Panther A has some few notable differences between the Panther D, but the big one is the improved turret rotation speed that is going to make your life much more easier when fighting in the Panther A. You do also get some few other improvements, but this is the main one. But that is also a problem, since the Panther D at 5.3 could act pretty much as a heavy tank, but the Panther A can't really do so. At 6.0, which often is updated to 6.7, most of the tanks can kill you pretty easily, so the Panther A can't be played as the Panther D, and if you try to do that, you're going to struggle quite a lot. After having captured the point Charlie, we're going to have to stay on the point to defend the enemy's second wave pushing us. With the M109 now killed, I decided that I was gonna leave the zone defense to my other teammates, since I didn't feel like I would be doing much just staring and staying here, so I decided to leave and go more into the center of the map to a Bravo. Just looking quickly at the minimap, we see that Bravo is being captured. Taking a look, and lo and behold, we find an enemy. With that kill, I decided I would go and retake Bravo as well. And on our way, we're just going to continue clearing any enemies surrounding Bravo. After capturing Bravo, we're going to make our way back to Charlie to retake that as well. Fortunately, it's the kill shot on this M26 and it's going to punish us. With my turret crew now nuked, we're going to quickly have to get into cover and repair. Having repaired, we're gonna lay an ambush waiting for an American SPA, and then we're gonna go and push Charlie. But not hearing the Sherman behind us, we're gonna get flanked, and there's not much we can do with this horrible reverse rate. Spawning in a backup, we get a lucky kill on the SU-100, managing to arm our PHE shot. Earning a total of 7,700 research points and 57,000 silver lions with 9 ground kills. For the third game, we're on the map Karelia in the Panther G, still at battle rating 6.0. Now, what's different between this and the Panther A? Well, the Panther G has a redesigned mantlet designed to eliminate the shot traps in the turret. You also have some improved side armor. So what I'm doing here is basically getting free kills. If you come to this specific spot on Corellia from this specific side, you're basically guaranteed some free kills, since this is basically the only way people leave at spawn. So if you want some free kills, come to this specific spot. With the second IS-1 now eliminated, I don't feel like I would have been any more use in the position I am in now. So I decided to try to get on top of the hill in the middle, so I could be more effective shooting down on the 1 and 2 line. So now up here on the hill, we're going to start looking for any targets on the 1 and 2 line to engage. But with engine noises to our right behind these rocks, we are going to try to flank him. You can also see now that the jagged tiger is being engaged by a Japanese SPAA. So we're going to try and wrap around to eliminate him, also calling artillery on him, since that is going to force him to leave the position, hopefully to my side here. With the Japanese SPAA now eliminated, we only have threats to our direct front. So we're going to move up and start engaging them before climbing the hill in front of us to get an even better vantage point. Now, in the process of climbing this hill, I do hear an American tank destroyer. So I was expecting some sort of a fight when I came up here, but it turns out he didn't even know it was coming. But with the reverse speed of this tank, getting out of here turned out to be a problem. We do get tracked, but luckily for us there is only SPAAs shooting at us. So if we manage to repair in time before an actual tank spawns, we are going to be able to survive this. In the meantime, while we are preparing, we are continually engaging any tanks coming across. With me basically having been able to repair, we get out of this situation, and as reverse we kill a PT-76. So we have managed to get out of the situation we were in. So now we're just going to kinda try to clean up everything that has managed to leave the spawn while we had smoked up. We do find the SPA that started this whole debacle, and with him killed, we have a nuke. With 11 kills, we take 3rd place in the team, earning a total of 6,800 research points and 87,000 silver lions. Now, the final version is the Panther F. We're going to be taking out this tank on the Maginot line. Now, you probably see what's different about this tank. It has a redesigned turret, which makes it smaller and harder to hit. It's called the small term, if I remember correctly. Well, that is the main difference. You have a redesigned turret. You also have a rangefinder on this tank, which makes it more suited to sniping than other ones. And here you can see how stable this Panther is when shooting on the move. This is something you want to try to take advantage of as much as you can, of course, since you don't want to get to a fully standing position. You want to try to shoot before you fully stop. And that is going to often catch a lot of people off guard, since you get a shot off so quickly and accurately. Now, you're facing America most of the time, and they have short stabilizers, but if you learn this, you will actually be able to get shots off pretty quickly, since if the Shermans don't have the short stabilizer, then they're pretty unstable, I would say. Now, in this position here, we get pushed by 3 enemy tanks, and I'm gonna try to angle as best I can and starting to eliminate them one by one here. This is not something you're gonna do quite often. I really don't know how they didn't manage to kill me, but it's all about target priority here as well. First off, we take the Sherman Jumbo, and after that we do take the T1E1 at 90, since he has the easiest time to kill us with. And the final one is this Sherman Jumbo. Unfortunately, he has covered his entire front with bushes. Super fun, but if we shoot off one bush, we are going to get a shot off. Not even a few minutes into the game, a M18 Helicat has already decided to spawn camp us. Super fun, but we do take him out, no problem. After climbing this hill, we find a Sherman Jumbo far out in the distance. Now, at the time, I didn't actually have the rangefinder modification unlocked, so I was just kinda guessing and going by intuition here. And me and the Sherman are going to duel for quite a while, but nobody ever gets a killing shot off. Just climbing the hill here to get a shot on this American heavy tank. Just pushing forward to A here to try to eliminate any enemies crossing over to attack Bravo. With America, there's always gonna be a lot of chaos, and this man I was really not sure what he was doing, trying to penetrate the front of a Panther with machine guns. But this is always happening when you face America, a lot of planes up in the air. Just pushing forward to get a better angle on this Sherman Jumbo. Now, the Panther can still tank a lot of damage, as you can see here, but it's not gonna be often, and you don't wanna play it like it can. You always wanna try to not get hit. But in some situations like this, you can tank some shots, especially with the later models, the Model G and the Model F. Of course, you can tank a lot with the D model since it's at such a low battle rating. But here we're just going to go into Alpha and secure it, while rearming a tank appears with no headsets. And one more just a few seconds after. Here I was getting swarmed from all over. I'm basically the only tank left anywhere near the objective, so I just decided I needed to get out from objective Alpha, since if I'm on Alpha, that's just where everybody's gonna come. So I decided to flee and try to get a better angle on any enemies here, but unfortunately you just get swarmed from all over. With 13 kills total, earning a total of 7,000 research points and 73,000 silver lines. Sadly, with this the video is coming to an end. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe. And as always, stay tuned as there will be more content to come about War Thunder in the near future. Until next time, take care.